Okay, welcome in, folks. This is Babbaginator. We've got our lighting fixed, and we're all ready to go. We're currently hanging out in the gas station, getting ready to go to Mystery Lake. Yes, again, climb down through usual places. Our biggest problem is we're heavy. How heavy are we?
I'm not sure
Oh,
I can
and there's
carry
that
much more.
wind. That is the wind. It's bad. That's no fun. Do we just wait? This is too stormy to go. Wait for matches. 23. Okay, we will... Oh, there's a little fire left here. Let's see what else can we cook. Anything? Don't need to make anything else yet. Yeah, I guess we're just stay put. I just realized we actually got on early tonight. Oh, look at that. That's unexpected. So it's been a busy few days. Busy with D&D, busy with apartment hunting. Came really close, I think, to getting an apartment. I would like to think, this is me trying to be optimistic, like to think we were at least in the finalist. But didn't get the apartment we wanted. So it's back to the drawing board. So I found a few more places, and I emailed out or messaged out to different places and heard back from one, which I'll go and see tomorrow. But it's currently vacant right now, which makes me think that they really probably want someone who can move in right away, since it is still the beginning of the month. But that's not in my budget. I can't afford to pay for 2 months' rent. So, but the one I'm looking at tomorrow is, again, slightly outside of the price range, but it is fully furnished and utilities covered. So that, I think, makes up for the front cost or the monthly cost on it. I think I can rationalize that. Yeah, we're good. Just gonna chill. What can I do? I think we have to wait an hour. Okay, the weather's still going to be bad. We may just have to run it. 33. We can drop all our water and all our sticks. It'll be good. Should we just go for it? I think, did we ever explore, I think I know where we skipped, where we should have gone and checked. Maybe we did do it already.
Oh, so cold.
Okay, here we go. Crazy things we do. Can't even sleep here. Okay. Crazy stuff we do. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Housing market here is terrible. Rental market is terrible in Vancouver right now. I thought we started early enough, but yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Okay. Hey, Laszlo. You missed me complaining about my housing search. I was, I heard back from a place that I applied to. I thought we put together a really decent application, but didn't get it. I mean, I went the extra mile in terms of providing a lot of extra financial detail to like really bolster the claim that we were in a stable position to afford the place. But it's likely that we were beat out by a married couple. I think that's usually what it is. Landlords would prefer a married couple. Some sort of configuration that's going to be stable for like, 4 or 5 years, as opposed to students who do turnover. Yeah, I got another one that I'm looking at tomorrow night. So it might be a couple minutes late getting on, but yeah. Not exactly my first choice for areas, but it's a good area and it's very conveniently located in terms of bus line. So I think it'll work. And it's slightly outside of what we want to pay. They'll put us at about $1,350 each. We were hoping to cap it at $1,300 as being our top amount, but it's just not. It's hard. All the cheap ones are super competitive right now, so. $1,350 gets us a fully furnished, good-sized apartment, utilities included. So I think like that's like $1,350 each, $2,700 total. Yeah, that's about the best I think I can do. Sounds like I will likely, I don't know. I'm thinking I generally have a better chance when I'm talking to the owners and not the realtor. Oh good, finally.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, I need to make some money back. My challenge is I've got July and August before school starts in earnest. The class I have right now is pretty easy. The only thing that would make it... I have a final group project and we have to decide what we're doing. I am definitely the person with the most programming background in the class. So if I wanted to, we could push it to be extra advanced. There's one other person on my team who has a fair bit of experience already, so she would probably be fine with that. But the third person's brand new to programming, so I think we'll compromise to something that's impressive, but not impossible. And give us still plenty of time to not stress out. Yeah. Okay, so we need our water. Let's see, I guess we can make some food. Yeah, so for the summer, oh, and I had this really weird thing happen this afternoon. I like got back home, checked my messages, and checked my phone, or not my phone, my email, and I discovered that my department had accidentally. I was on a wait list for a class for the second, for winter term, and they added me to the same class this summer, as in like it started last week, as in it doesn't fit my schedule. So they, I think, mistakenly added me to the wrong term, and now I have to get them to drop me out of that class. Normally I would drop myself out of the class, but we're in the middle of transitioning enrollment, like student enrollment systems, registration systems. So actually, I'm not certain I even have access to registration at this point for the summer courses. I think there's some weird thing that's happening right now. So I don't know. So I have to get them to drop me out and then put me back in the original plan. We just not have... I thought we had more food. Oh, we used them all up. Just cattails. I guess we're eating our usual. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh no. I left all my saplings back in... curses. Okay, I left all my saplings back in the orca. I put them down by the door and then forgot to pick them up again.
Man, all I can think about is food.
What a pain. Yeah, we're such a long ways off. We have a hammer, but we have no bedroll. Gotta find that bedroll somehow. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I need to try that too. Might be fun to give that a shot. Yeah, so the rest of this summer, for the rest of this month and next month, I'm going to try to work a minimum of 20 hours a week. And that should put enough in the bank to help me cover my expenses as I get ready for the move. I can't believe we left that behind. It's so stupid. Oh, you know what? We're okay. We left some at the dam too. So that's fine. whatever day we're on now. What is it? Day 21. Left 1, 2, 5. Saplings. Yeah, it's not perfect. You need 16? No, you can buy it with 50. I'm very much looking forward to moving someplace that's a basement. It's just cooler in the summertime. Yeah, we've got this one other basement that we looked at. And I met with the owners, and the owners really liked me a lot. But it's about the same price as this one that we just looked at that is fully furnished with utilities included. And the other one is smaller, no, not furnished, utilities included. And a little bit more remote. So it makes it a little bit more challenging. It's actually not super bad. It's not terrible, honestly. There's a part of me that wants to rationalize and just say, let's go ahead and take that one. And so I'm waiting to hear back from my future roommate, who's international. So I have to wait for them to get back to me on their time zone. If they say go ahead with what we refer to as the forest basement one, then we'll do that and make it work, because at least I think there's a decent chance that we'll get that one, that we're pretty close to the top of the list for that one. But if we wait too long, they'll be gone. So, and I think I told him I was looking at places over the weekend. So I think that they know that if they haven't heard from me by tomorrow, I think it'll definitely be gone. So tonight might already be too late. Yeah, this one is like it's against a forest. It's horse country, like where the forest has horse paths, so people are always riding their horses through. Very quiet, very secluded. There are lots of residences there, but they're all set apart from each other a little bit. And I think a lot of people, it's just a very quiet, like I was there, the street is really small, so it doesn't really like accommodate a lot of traffic. It's really meant to be really slow, mostly a walking, biking, horseback riding neighborhood, and not so much a vehicle neighborhood. And it's very pretty. I mean, it is. Yeah, I mean, like if I were in the budget, like if I were in the place where I was shopping for my own place and it was just me and I had the budget to do it, I'd be tempted. I'd be really tempted to take this one for myself and have a bedroom and then the other room be a study, or library or whatever it is. But or streaming room, whatever it is. But like I feel like that is a workroom. I could definitely see myself having that type of a setup if I could afford it, right? But is it the most cost-effective way to live here? No, it's not. Having roommates is the way to go. But I don't really want a house full of people. I just want like one or two people. One or two people that I do not want to kill by the end of the day. Let's see. I think we leave the metal here with the intent to just come back and do something with it. If we go to Mustang. Super early and super cold. Yeah, for certain places I would visit them at different hours. Like, I've also learned that if you go just after dinner, you get a better sense of what parking's really like in the neighborhood. This one that I'm seeing tomorrow, my biggest concern is parking. Because I believe that there is street parking on the street after 6 p.m. But during, like, rush hour, it's a thoroughfare. So, yeah, so there's no parking on the side. Which means I have to find a side street to park on, or I will just have to get a parking permit for campus instead of busing. It's frustrating. I didn't want to spend extra money to have a place to park the car, but that's basically what it looks like. If I can't find a place to park it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hard to say what that weather's going to turn into. Okay. Guess we're in. Yeah, some cities are really set up for public transit. Some cities are mostly set up. Vancouver's not bad if you happen to live close to one of the major hubs. But it is possible to be inconveniently located.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
If I cannot find a place by the end of this week that satisfies the needs of both me and my roommate, I think I may have to concede that it's not really feasible for us to find a place together, and we'll go back to looking separately. Because I have seen definitely a few more options. Now, they're going to be super competitive as well, but there are more options if you're willing to. I think honestly it would be better for my roommate than it will be for me. I'm the old timer. I'm the one that no one knows what to do with. You know, my age bracket should be renting for like a professional and not as a graduate student. So I think that's one thing that people are trying to wrap their minds around. Is like, why is someone his age, you know, renting with a graduate student half their age? Because the rental market makes for strange situations, and sometimes the person that you discover you have the most compatibility with in terms of, you know, what you're looking for in a place, and in terms of location, in terms of like basic lifestyle at home, age might not be the factor. It may just be personality and interests. So that's how I feel. I feel like, yeah, strangely, this is a good match. I would not have planned this one at all, honestly. And now I'm also, there's a part of me that regrets not taking the other offer I had. I did have an offer for on-campus housing, which I turned down because I wanted to live someplace where I had where I could cook for myself and had a little bit more privacy and space to myself. I mean, I guess the on-campus one, it's your own little room, but you don't really, everything else is common area. I mean, common shared with 100 people type of common area, you know. Just a very different type of living. I was like, you know what, I don't know if I really want to do that. So I backed out. But the market's pretty bad. It makes you wonder if that was the right choice. Can't do anything about it now.
Starting to feel numb.
Oh, there's the bear.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit. Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Oh, I'm looking forward to someplace that is not so warm.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Oh, it is. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Go away, go away. Oh, a lot of places have AC. A lot of places get pretty warm in the summer. You know, it's interesting. Saskatchewan, which gets super cold in the winter, also gets super hot in the summer. So, like this week, it's going to be in the like 30, 34. It's going to be warm. That's like pushing 100. So yeah, definitely there's AC in those places. BC, a lot of BC is not really set up with AC because historically it's always been pretty temperate and cool. But global warming has changed that, and climate change has changed that. So we have like, okay, so think this is the path into the clear cut area. Figures. Now we lost our torch. There's no shelter. Well, there's those trailers we can get to. We're lucky. Okay, see you in a bit. See where we can find the trailers. Roller! Where are our trailers? They're somewhere in here. This is bad. Astrid is getting the chill pill. Astrid needs to get red hot. Is it over here? That takes us to the okay. I think it's down over here. Thanks for the hydrate. I'm not certain which direction we're going. We're probably going the wrong direction, whichever way we're going. Oh, that's a sign that goes up. There's no shelter there. Do we go up there looking for the bedroll? Oh, there's wolves moving out there. Dangerous wherever we go. We can probably make some sort of makeshift shelter up here. The wind changing on us is a constant annoyance. Yeah, Roller, I was just telling Laszlo earlier that I didn't get the place. There was a place I applied for apartment. I was really excited. My roommate and I were both very excited about it. Felt like perfect fit. Put together a really, really solid application. Did not get it. Just too much competition right now. So, back to the drawing boards. I have another one tomorrow, and I'll take a look. See. But, yeah, I'm worried that the market's going to be rough. Whether it's two of us or if we go our separate ways, it's still going to be hard. It'll be hard for them because they're an international student who's out of the country at the moment. And trying to track down housing is really a nightmare if it's your first time in the city and you are not a permanent resident, so you have no history here in terms of credit or rental history. So they were really dependent on me to help them out. But ultimately I still need to find a place, so. What do we got here? And a memento key. Good for us. Perfect. We can actually make that improvised another hammer. Look at that. Second hammer. We don't need a second hammer.
Use this.
There's food up here too. Just need to figure out how to stay warm. Yeah, I'm not seeing the hammer, so I think... I'm not the hammer, the bedroll, so... I think we are ultimately completely out of luck on bedroll. Here. This is a bad angle. Can I make a firework here? Too windy. I don't like getting stuck up here. This feels very dangerous to me. If it gets dark, then we'll have to go down in the dark and probably run into the bear and then die.
Come on, little fire.
Or get lost down there. Oh, April sapling.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Okay, let's go grab the last of the meat. I don't like this, still windy. Yeah, this is bad.
My fingers feel numb.
Hey, what do we got over here? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing. Yeah, it's a bit chilly up here. I'm gonna kill a little bit of time here. Hope the wind dies down. Or not. Well, looks like it's a little bit less breezy right now. 12 minutes. This is 1 hour, 40 minutes. I don't have quite that much time. Oops. There's a chance we'll accidentally draw in the bear. That's what I don't want to have happen.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's a long way down. It's a way down, not the right way down. And the rope goes down. We're too heavy for that. So it's this way. I don't know if we have a bear in the clear cut or not. There's a bear at Trappers and a bear at the pond. So I don't know if it's likely to have a bear here too. Still no bedroll. Take a peer over here. That would actually take us out, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be faster and safer? Doesn't that take us over to the dam? Maybe we should just go out that way and avoid the bear. Is that even doable? Kind of. Won't find out until we try. Figures.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Well, everything's cold. Hopefully we're headed the right direction. Well, this is away from the bear. This will be back towards the other bear. So we'll go the way that takes us towards the dam. Yep, and the wolves. I don't like this. We're too close to dark. Oh no. I feel like we just did a big circle. This is rough. This is not how I wanted to do it. Being turned around in the mist. Yeah, we're not in hypothermia risk, really. But we are at risk of going the wrong direction. Oh, we found our shelter. Okay, good. We're on the right path out.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Logging camp.
This stuff will come in handy. It's goddamn freezing. Oh, so cold. It's dusk, so night can't be far behind. Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, last one to check, and then we just crash here overnight. Okay. Herbal tea. Okay, we did a pretty decent recovery. Let's eat the last of our meat supplies, and then we'll just pluck all the feathers we can. So yeah, made it. New day. Yeah. This one for the win. We're at 16 now.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
No, we don't want more wind. That's what it was all about. How do we get out of here? Just go back. Hang out. Try not to freeze to death.
If I don't warm up soon.
Sleep again. I guess it was. Well, this wind is terrible. Look at this. Struggling. Yeah, how quickly it changed.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Here comes the wolf.
Sure getting cold.
Ah, I missed it. Another match wasted.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
We need to make more torches and we need to warm up. So
One little
Yep.
fire. Perfect.
7%. Not eating that in our condition.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yep, the things we do. Getting all our torches ready. Head to the dam. I think... may not be the best solution, but I think we'll go to Coastal Highway. Try for the bedroll there. The cave above the Western Mystery Lake access. I don't think we got there. I think we got sidetracked because of the blizzard. And so we missed the opportunity to go and check it. Western Lake access. I'm trying to remember how to get back there. We'd have to go back to the lake, huh? I honestly don't think I ever checked that spot. And I think I've continued my failure to check that spot. Because I simply can't remember. Yeah. I think I've seen it before and then, like, blank out as to how to get there. Like, I forget about it. And, like, actually, what we want to do is we want to grab as much as we can down here. We're going to need cattails.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, at this point, we're just really low on food supply, so I don't think I can afford to make another double back yet again and go that direction. Like, we need to take all this stuff that we can. If we can push through the coastal highway, then there's a chance we'll find the bedroll at the Quonset. Oh, I know which one you're talking about, I think. Isn't that the same? The rope climb up just takes you to the same place as the Lake Overlook Cave. Right? Oh, follow the lake trail behind it. Oh, that's the other side. Other side of the lake. I wonder why I never go over there.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Yep. Too frozen.
I wonder if I can drop in.
Wolves are probably on the lake since they're not here.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Nope, look more tea. Hey, thanks for the follow, MacLord. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying our rather chill misery experience. Yeah, we're on day, I don't know, 22, 23 now. 23, day 23 of misery. We are still mostly intact, but we have not found a bedroll. We are pretty soon, if we make it to 30 days without a bedroll, we will have broken our previous record for no bedroll experience. It's a record I don't particularly enjoy. It's a bad thing to go this long without a bedroll. Oh, I don't need all the tinder. Let's drop all these guys. Force of habit. Yeah, I keep track of, because on interloper and harder difficulties, keep doing that. Crackers are relatively rare. I have only had like 1 or 2 interloper runs where I found more than 10 boxes of crackers in a single run. You can get up to 12 sometimes, but it's really hard to beat that. So often I'll hoard them all. Wait until the very, very end of the run when things are either the challenge is almost over or I'm just about ready to quit. Astrid is 1 foot in the grave, 1.5 feet in the grave, something like that. But yeah, I do get excited when we find crackers. It's a good thing. There's even a cracker emote that Prof. Neil's kindly made for us. For holy crackers, Batman. is deer, not moose. Yeah, deer. Oh, poor Astrid, so cold. Okay, we're sleeping here tonight. Read us a poem. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Random poem. Yeah. So we're down to 17 matches. Okay. Let's prepare all this stuff and then we'll give Rastrid a rest. And let's see, what can I do here? Ooh. Wow. Last chance and then we're giving up. Yep. Okay, as promised, let's read a poem. Let's see what we got here. Chooser. Oops. We want this one. There we go. Chooser. The Center of Memory. Okay. This one is from my first book of poetry, The Lost Country of Sight. And I think lives up to the random call because it is one of the more strange... I don't know. There are a few strange poems in this collection. Center of Memory. Okay. This is from Lost Country of Sight, published by Anhinga Press in 2008, winner of the 2007 Philip Levine Prize. This poem is entitled The Center of Memory. Someone called it hippocampus, meaning seahorse, what it resembled when the skull was opened to an arbitrary page, the dull gray text of the brain almost unreadable in the absent light. Do they say it thinking of a man on a horse, moving through the river of forgetting, waist deep and dreaming? Was he trailing a net? Was he scanning the waves for what remains of a day? These bicycle frames, gull feathers down from old pillows, your arms spread open like a bird in flight, poised on the parking tower ledge over the city. The sun curved around corners, stretching the trees, or even the shadows of glass towers and windows, the way light bends through water. Sound is different in the ears of a drowning man, garbled or garbo, with her hypnotic gaze, husky voice, face registering everything or nothing, a certain synesthesia which leads me to believe in the color 9 or the deepest sound of red. Okay, so like I said, weird poem. So this is kind of a poem behind the poem, kind of a meditation on a few different ideas that I had been reading about at the time. I was reading a book called The Art of Memory, which was a history of mnemonic systems or systems of memorizing things and methods and approaches for doing that. But anyways, in the course of the book, there was this discussion about like how curious it was that the location in the brain that is identified as being the home for memory, the ancient Greeks called it the hippocampus because that part of the brain looked like a seahorse to them. And so I kind of run with that idea in some interesting ways. One, I kind of think about like that moment of discovery as they open up the skull and look at it and think, where is memory? And does it appear as if it were a text on the surface of it, or is there something else going on? In these pre-modern science moments, how did they understand it? Did they say it thinking of a man on a horse moving through the river, which is like a completely reinvention of what seahorse might mean, is to think about it instead, not as a seahorse, but as like an ocean going or a river crossing, person, someone fording a river on a horse. And that river, of course, has to be the River Lev, the river of forgetting. And then imagining what a person on a horse crossing the river of forgetting might be doing. Is he trailing a net? Is he scanning the waves for what remains of the day? And then my brain kind of latched onto this idea: what if the river of forgetting is just full of junk? If it's like the Thames or the Seine, and it's just full of junk. And so like as you're like trolling the waters looking for things, you pull up all this junk, bicycle frames, old pillows, and then this random memory, which is kind of a modified memory. I used to work in high school in the summers. I worked in parking towers, and one of the tasks I had was to go around from the top of the building all the way down to the bottom and sweep up all the loose trash and just kind of keep the place clean. And so in the early morning, you'd be there at the top of the tower looking out over the city and thinking how strangely beautiful it was, yet it was like such an early hour that no one else was there. And so that was kind of a memory that kind of emerges out of this meditation on memory. And then there gets into this sort of this synesthesia thing, or this like cross reading type of thing that happens where sometimes I misread things, and my misreading is more interesting to me. It strikes me as more interesting than the original text. Garbled or garbo. It's just like, how does garbled become garbo? And then how does that face, that voice, transform again? Until at last we believe in things like the color 9 or the deepest sound of red. That synesthesia where your senses become confused and you kind of are able to attach new sense value to things that normally don't have that senses. River sticks, river lead, depending on who you're talking to, right? Okay, so that's kind of behind the poem there. Okay, so more cattails. Probably should have read. I should have drank a herbal tea before we went to bed. Oh, well. Okay, so what are our plans here? Travel through the ravine? We'll get some food that way. But we still have no bedroll. No, don't do it again. We do have a maple on us this time. Okay, let's go into the dam, pick up our gear. Yeah, my pleasure, Laszlo. Yeah. Always pleasure read poetry. If anything, every time I read poetry, I keep thinking, I really need to carve out more time for myself to actually write again. I keep letting my time be consumed by other things. Partly it's like, needing to work. That's the reality. But,
I can't feel my feet.
either early morning or super late at night. All that's cured.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's think about what we can or cannot build. I don't think we have enough to do a... We could make a travois, or we could make a boat. Into the Dark Woods. I haven't worked on it for a few weeks. I need to figure out a schedule where I can work on it, honestly. In the past, I would carve out some time when I wasn't working, but right now I need to make as much as work many hours as I can over the summer, just so that I have enough of a buffer when I'm, so I can cover having to pay rent on 2 different locations for the month of August. And, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to set myself up to do. Let's see here. So at least initially I need to do that.
Damn, I'm freezing.
But so one thing that might happen is I might give up on not give up, but I might change my streaming schedule
Come on, little
slightly.
fire.
Where
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I think when Misery is done, we might designate some nights as
lucky
TLD
day.
nights and other nights as work on Twine Games nights. And I may be working first, before I get back into the Dark Woods, I may be spending some of my time also working on a different game called The Last Librarian, which I really do want to finish up. I'd like to submit The Last Librarian for the interactive fiction competition. And I think it's a much more reasonable plan. It's just it's a shorter game and not as complicated. Oh, it's still gusty. Hard to believe we are still nowhere close to, well, we're getting closer to cooking 5 without ever having killed it. Without having a bow, without having killed any big game. If there's no wolf, we can just make a run for it.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, we'll take advantage of this right now. Still no bedroll, so we're gonna have to hustle through. So I think I forgot to check something. I think I did Burnt Ridge Cave and the Prepper's Abandoned Cache, and I forgot to check the Misty Vale Cave. Yeah. So I need to, if I go to PV, if we haven't found it by the time we get to PV,
Man, this pack is
though I'm
getting
pretty
heavy.
hopeful about finding something here in Pleasant, Coastal Highway. Yeah, we'll do what we can, right? We're still going to get hit with another reflection. I think 2 more reflections still before we're done. Right, we were like at 3, and there's 5 total. We're 6. There's 6 total. 2 of them come on the last day, so we got 1 more, and then we get the double whammy one on day 50. Yep, all full. I really want to be done with the apartment hut. Have someplace nice with good internet connection. See you in a bit, Laszlo.
Gotta warm up somehow. It's a goddamn freezing. I need to find food.
Hey, welcome in, Cassandra. Welcome in, Raiders. We're just chilling in misery without a bedroll on day, I think, 24 now. Throw up a shout out, Cassandra. Wait a sec. Oh, that's from the clip. I was like, there's no wolf in here? Why is there a wolf in here now? That scared me. I was like, what? Wolf in here? No. Came here because there's no wolf. Oh, there we go. Oh, wild cougar. Oh, that would be a treat. Imagine if they did put one here. That would be not fun. We can do this. You can do this, Astrid. 85%. Totally doable.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, quick check in here. Okay, a little more buffer. Oh, move along, move along, move along. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some berries.
My fingers feel numb.
Oh. I'm a little concerned here. Across the bridge in the fog or in the dark? Sleepiness is starting to overtake me. Okay, I'm gonna just plow through. Okay, we're gonna make it across the trestle bridge, and then we're going to wrap up in the blue trailer.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Wasted another match because I'm tired. That hurts. Well, that's why we're going to a new region. Hopefully we'll find some new matches here.
Oh, so cold.
It's cold. Okay, we've got a little bit of shelter.
Come on, the fire! Oh, lucky day.
Okay. We need to pick up the pace here. Okay, here we go.
Sure getting cold.
Oh boy, very tired now. Okay, so we're gonna try to plow through this last little section here. Oh, we forgot to cook that.
Do I, if
Oh
I don't
boy.
warm up soon.
Focus. Focus, Astrid. Just have to get across. Safely across, and then we can go and sleep. Is there anything that we have that's one? Yep. Okay, here comes the narrow cross. Single rail crossing here. And we're through.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
You say that now, Astrid, but if you were in the middle of a heat wave, you probably wanted to be that cold.
I wonder if I can drop. I've never felt so cold in my life. spider's coming.
Uh-oh. Focus. We're almost there. Almost there. We'll get Astrid through a good night's sleep and then we'll send ourselves to sleep.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. We got nothing. Nothing. Okay, so
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
okay.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
Okay, let's see here.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, let's get this on the road here. Oh, so tired. Okay. Hey, so let's see, where are we at water-wise? We're fine with water. We can drop this one. Ooh. Okay, I'm being sleepy. Okay. We're good. Take a few more torches and then we'll... I think I'll go and scout out the damaged mine entrance here. Or not mine entrance, the damaged tunnel in. Uh-oh. Too windy, and I'm too tired. Yeah, thanks, Laszlo. We were going to definitely wrap up. We're too tired. Nope, that don't work.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. Poor Astrid. Totally exhausted. Okay, that's a nice bounce back. Yeah, we forgot to put stuff down. We had our chance. We'll have to remember it. Okay, so we are going to check our time here. We're on day 24, and we're going to go back in and save. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I'm really getting tired here. Anyways, we'll do one more poem before we go. Okay, this is good. This is once again from The Lost Country of Sight, published by Nhinga Press in 2008, winner of the 2007 Levine Prize for Poetry. This is a poem called, let's see where it is at right now. For Sal Paradise, Lost in America. So Sal Paradise is a character, kind of the main speaking character of, we see the world through his eyes in On the Road by Jack Kerouac. So basically all you need to know is Sal Paradise is a fictional character who, for most of the novel is wandering these, is traveling in a car with these guys in kind of a sort of a nomadic existence, trying to make sense of their lives. For Sal Paradise, Lost in America. I could drive for days on end, heading nowhere but out of the city, out into a world of stone and wood, plow and rain, and some cast iron weather vane spinning me whichever way the wind blows. Go it alone, save only the static hum of the wheel-rutted roads and the heart-ticking balm of silence. A cradle of words, candle, camera, and pen, paper for fires, an arrow of stars, a bow of earth yearning. Tonight I could be anywhere, a lone man in a car surrounded by ghosts. Outside my window, men and women, and the dark cloud of America, like a house burning on a distant hill. I could be anywhere, scattering over the world. I tell myself how easy it would be to be lost in the middle of America, to be struck deaf, dumb, and blind by the star-splattered sky, and not know how to find my way home. Yeah. So that's it for Sal Paradise, Lost in America. Honestly, this is one of the favorite. I have a soft spot for this poem for like that. A couple things just kind of came out of nowhere that I absolutely love how they worked out. Like, tonight I could be anywhere, a lone man in a car surrounded by ghosts. And there's like the more literal sense of that is like where semi-literal sense of that, of driving through ghost towns, driving through these abandoned places in America. If you've ever driven cross country, you'll have those moments where like there's all these vestiges of lives past, but very little remains. You know, that people are still there. You just see these towns on the verge of collapse. And then these days, I feel like how oddly prescient, or maybe it's always been this way, the dark cloud of America, like a house burning on a distant hill, is sort of that stark contrast between the biblical reference to a city on a hill, or a light can't be hidden under a bushel. Instead it's the house burning on the hill. A moment of self-destruction and watching, the collapse, the end of an empire, right? And then also sort of that sense of being lost in the middle of America, to be struck deaf, dumb, and blind under the star-splattered sky, which is at once like this feeling of, again, like that sense of being overwhelmed, but also being overwhelmed by beauty. That, like, for all the talk of the nation of America, it is also a physical space. A space where, like, it is a landscape to travel over that really, the people who have connection to the land were there long before us, and they still have a connection to the land. And we're just the ones wandering through. We're the ones that are lost, confused, bewildered, astonished, awestruck by the beauty of the land and the beauty of the space. So much so that sometimes we don't even know where we're going or how to get home. So, yeah, so that's for Sal Paradise, Lost in America. I am exhausted. It's been a long day. So I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to find someone to raid. Thank you for listening in on the final reading for the night. And we will see what we can come up with someone to raid. Thank you, Sandra, for the raid earlier. Thank you others for follows and for hanging out with us tonight. Maple Cat Art. Okay, someone else doing misery. Looks like a bigger streamer, but we'll hang out with them. Australian. An artist who's also playing TLD. Okay, so we'll get the raid going, and then I will get some sleep. Feels like a long ad sequence, though. Okay, thank you all. We are going to head over. Catch you later. I'll try to be on tomorrow night. Take care. Yeah, normally I have D&D tomorrow night, but we moved it this week, so I am unexpectedly free. I'll try to make it. But it depends how long if I have to make some other apartment visits or not.